Welcome back to another episode of the Three Dudes and a Dad podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the start of the NBA playoffs, the draft, which is coming up a few days from now, and then really anything else sports, whatever we want to talk
We're
about.
gonna talk about Nico later.
Yeah, college football, transfer portal. I'm a Leva.
All right.
But yeah, so NBA playoffs. Do you have any like big surprises through obviously the Warriors and Rockets are playing right now, but do you have any surprises through the first games?
I mean, I don't, but I think a lot of people have the Lakers game as a big surprise that they just got stomped.
Yeah.
And Ant didn't play good, and they got stomped. So
I was kind of surprised the Bucks came out how they did. That was a pretty bad game for them, but I don't want to put too much into that. Yeah, we can just start off with let's just start off with Pacers and Bucks. What's your guys' prediction for that? I know we're doing our predictions after one game, but it's fine.
I know I'm the only one that has this, but I think the Pacers win.
yeah, I think the Bucks win.
I got the Bucks at 6.
I mean, last year they played in the first round. I know Bucks didn't have Giannis, but even with Dame coming back this year, he's not going to be full strength.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how much he'll play and what he'll do. I mean, he hasn't not been out that long. It's been like
But
3 weeks.
We don't know if he's going to play. What do they play tomorrow, or do they play Tuesday?
I think it's
They play Tuesday.
Tuesday. Tomorrow's Pistons.
Pistons and Clippers. But even if he doesn't play, they could be down 2-0, and that's extremely hard to come back from. It happens, but
Yeah.
it's a lot harder than 1-0, obviously.
Yeah, but they do have a guy. Like, all those teams that come back down 2-0 have a guy.
They have a guy, but they don't have the role players like the Pacers do.
I mean, shout out Kyle Kuzma for putting up a heck of a stat line.
Tony Snell can now sit and rest in peace because
Yeah, because now it's Kyle Kuzma's stats going
0 0 0 0 0 0.
0.
I still got the Bucks.
I think he had a turnover, actually.
No, he didn't. He had 0 stats.
Just minutes.
I thought he had a foul, too.
Nope.
I thought I was watching a game.
Quite literally did nothing.
He didn't have a foul or anything?
0 0 0 0 0 0. 2 fouls, but that don't count.
Oh.
They don't look at that.
No turnovers?
Nope.
Wow.
Heck of a play. Heck of a game from them. Chris Middleton. I'm gonna show
Yeah, I see that, too.
this.
We got a first-round pick, by the way, from that.
Is Middleton a free agent?
You know, I seen that.
That is absurd.
Did
Middleton's
Did
one
you
more
see
year.
how they were comparing Desmond Bain to the black dude who puts his face in water? They were saying that he was putting up that
Oh.
performance. What's his name?
I don't know, but
Clippers, Nuggets.
I was actually surprised
fun
about how
game.
close it
It
was.
was a fun watch.
Yeah, that was a good
Harden
game.
is him, but then
It's
Reese is
game
him.
one. It's game one. Harden. Harden always does this in game one of a series. He always puts on a show.
Shoot, Russ put on a show, clinic in
Yeah.
the last.
He put on a clinic of being bipolar,
Shoot, he had 2 shots that were incredible.
he
Won the game.
and he also almost lost on the game.
Hey.
Yeah.
But that's the Russell Westbrook experience. That's what you expect when you. Oh my
Oh my
god,
God, he shot 17 shots.
29% from the field. Holy cow! Hey, it don't matter. Heck of a
I got the
shot
Nuggets.
there.
Yeah, look at that. Lead taking 3, lead taking putback, lead taking layup. Or I guess the lead
Dog.
buzzer with 3 minutes.
I got the Nuggets in 6 there. I know a lot of people have the Clippers. I just think I don't think the Nuggets are very I don't think the Nuggets are that good, but they just have much better.
Just a team. It's a better team.
Yeah, Jokic and playoff Jamal Murray, and the Clippers are on a absolute heater right now. But
I think it's going to be a 7-game series.
Yeah, I could see
And-
6 or 7.
I think it's going to be a 7-game series because the Nuggets don't have a coach. I think if they had,
I saw him the other day. He's like some white guy who's just skinny and young.
It's kind of how the Grizzlies guy is too.
the Grizzlies
Wait,
guy,
no, that's who I'm talking about.
the Grizzlies guy,
Grizzlies.
if they keep him, he's going to be a dog.
He's like blonde and like
Yeah, he's-
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, they
They fired Taylor Jenkins because they weren't going to keep him, and this dude was going to be a
free agent.
free agent, if you want to call it that, after the season. So they just said, let's try and keep him.
But I think Jenkins and Malone will probably.
Especially, I think Malone is the best coach on the market. I don't think that's even disputable.
And, yeah, I think this. I mean,
But of course, like the Suns, you don't really want to be a Suns head coach right now.
no. I mean, I think the Spurs is probably the best job,
Yeah.
and that's where Jenkins came.
Prayers to Greg Popovich.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's probably done.
I hope he's done.
Yeah.
Do
yeah,
not
man.
go back out there, dude.
And I think they'll try to get a more experienced coach, not keep the same guy they got. I do know
Yeah,
Jenkins.
what other jobs like are for taking. Or for
As of now, the Suns, which
Suns, Nuggets, Grizzlies.
I wouldn't take the Suns offer with a 10-foot pole.
No, I would. I mean, that's a. Unless you were a young coach.
No,
like, that's
no,
tough.
no, I would not take it if you're a young coach.
Well, they're getting rid of KD.
Exactly. So if you're a young coach and your first head coaching job is a team that's going to be rebuilding,
Yeah, but
a lot of times that happens, and then you never get another job.
Yeah, but a lot of times you can, or sometimes you can create a culture. If you're a good coach, you can create a culture and like actually become a good team. Like that's how good teams get made.
I hope Budenholzer's done in the NBA.
He's going to be an assistant, but
Yeah,
that's
assistant,
fine.
but he's one of the guys that just gets thrown around.
I didn't know Van Gundy was an assistant coach.
Jeff,
Yeah,
yeah, for
Pings are open.
yeah, that's right. That's not a great job, but
Bring back Luke Walton.
they fired that guy.
They fired him mid-season
right
before the
after-
De'Aaron Fox trade.
The black dude.
Mike Brown,
Yeah, Mike Brown. I don't like him.
he's been gone. It was Doug Christie that's been an intern for a while.
Yeah,
Literally no other jobs though. Like
It's just
what,
for us, but like
What's the head? Like no other head coaching.
no.
rise up now, there's only those four, but you never know.
If the Bucks lose first round, or honestly,
No, the Pacers. Pacers just made the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Who?
I think
This
the
Jimmy.
Hawks coach should be
Who does Nick Nurse coach?
Nick Nurse. Is a Sixer.
Sixer.
He's another guy that's on the hot seat.
Yeah, but he's always in the hot seat. But he's a good coach.
Yeah, so is Dwayne Casey, and he got
I think
fired.
if the Bucks lose first round, Doc
I think he should be gone no matter what, unless they make the Eastern Conference Finals.
I never liked that hire from the beginning.
I agree. I think it was a.
Gets thrown around. Gets
I think it was
thrown
a
around.
we're freaking out kind of hire. We just fired our coach mid-season. I just don't get
But
it.
no, the firing the coaches is definitely a new thing.
No one's safe.
End of the season. That's
Okay,
complete,
people are safe.
Playoff
No,
team.
okay. There's like 3 teams that are safe, but would you? If I told you
I'm not
2
firing.
weeks ago that Mike Malone would be fired when the Nuggets were the 3 seed,
No, yeah, crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't have believed it.
So who's safe? Thunder, Cavs.
Thundercat, Ime,
Celtics.
Dagnall.
Pistons for now.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say he's safe.
Fellas, you might get shocked, but I think Brian Keefe.
He's not safe.
I think he's pretty safe.
If Mike Malone says I want to be a Wizard, then
I don't think so. He's created.
that's a horrible, horrible take.
He's created a great.
I mean, I don't think. But I mean, when you're saying safer, you mean like through the next year, next
Yeah.
season?
Yes.
He's
I
not.
mean, a lot can happen between now and then.
Yeah.
I don't see the Wizards fighting.
I wouldn't say he's safe because he's a good coach, though.
Oh, I think he's a great coach.
I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying that
Pelicans is open too. Isn't it?
No, not yet. they just hired Joe Dumars to be the
Yeah.
operation.
That's-
Well, speaking of which, I'm going to go to this Zion. They said they're probably going to trade Zion.
Yeah, they said they're done.
What do you think he's
I
going
think
to?
the Pelicans are in a worse position than the Suns. If I'm being completely
I don't think
honest.
they're in a worse position, but I think they're in a.
Maybe the new GM will do.
At least the Pelicans have their picks.
Who do they even have? Trey Murphy.
But the
CJ
Suns will have
McCollum.
picks, too. I hope
They don't have their picks.
you'd think they would get picks. From Kevin.
Yeah, but not their own, so they can't tank.
Yeah.
Because it's the freaking Nets.
If the
Yeah, they got.
God,
No, yeah.
if the Suns can get a decent return for Booker and free up cap
they're not.
space,
They will not trade
because
Booker.
Beal is going to be on an expiring. I think you could trade him on an expiring.
He has to. He has to say yes.
He's gonna say yes, dude.
They tried to trade him last year, and he
Yeah,
said
but-
no.
Yeah, because they had Katie and Book.
No, it's because he wants to live in Phoenix.
And I also don't know how the financials would work on an expiring bid. You could cut him and it wouldn't hurt.
No, that'd be bad. You don't want to. It spreads out. You don't want
But
to.
I'm just saying, like, if D Book stays, which he's going to.
I don't want him to trade Book.
Yeah, I agree. If D Book stays,
Because wherever he goes, it's gonna
and
be
you
nice.
if you just have a down year next year, then you'll have a ton of cap space because all that would be on the roster is D Book, maybe a guy they get back from Durant. I think guys want to play with Booker if they have the cap. I don't see the Suns being bad for that long if they find the right coach. Pull up their salary cap table for the night. Just like all they have right now is D Book, Durant, and Beal.
Suns have the Rockets pick.
This year, so that'll be. I mean,
They swapped their own pick for that pick because the Rockets have the right to swap.
So that'll be like late 20s.
Depends on where they finish.
Oh, yeah. So that could
Um,
actually be decent.
They might have the Cavs pick if I'm reading this right.
But no, I don't think the Suns would be like in a full. They can't really necessarily, but I don't see the Suns being that bad for long. I think guys want to play there. They find a right coach. Let the Beal contract expire. If you can trade him, cool. If not,
They
Let
will
us-
not trade Beal.
okay. Then just,
He's one of the untradeable.
I'm just saying next year could just be a down year. Let Beal's contract expire.
They have their pick next year.
Just
You know who has their pick next year? The Washington Wizards.
The Wizards.
So you guys might have a great pick next year.
Bang.
2 top 5 picks.
Okay.
top 5 and 30.
we got someone's first round pick because they didn't make the playoffs.
Sick. No.
No, it was they were in the play-in.
Hawks.
Yeah, they lost, so we got a comp pick.
The Spurs have that pick.
Huh?
The Spurs have that pick.
We got it.
The Spurs have that pick from the DeJounte Murray trade.
I'm just saying we got a first round pick because someone lost in the play-in. I've been seeing on Twitter.
You only have You have Memphis and your own.
Well, the Memphis pick will be good.
What did we get? Look up the Chris Middleton trade. We got a first round comp pick. I know that the Bucks are in the playoffs, but
I understand.
Pretty sure we got a first for them. We gave up like a 2026 second, and we got a 2025 first or something.
You got a 2028 first round pick swap. That's all you got.
What? Hold on, let me.
Yeah, the Spurs have Atlanta.
Yeah, I knew that. Because I've been seeing they have 2 chances at flag now, which is just great.
Next series.
Pistons Knicks. I think it's Knicks in 5. I think the Pistons win Game 3, the first game at home, and
Yeah, Knicks
long
in
time.
4-5. I thought the Pistons started out. I mean, it was a competitive game, but they're just inexperienced.
it wasn't even competitive. They had full control of the game
No, yeah,
until that fourth quarter.
yeah. They're just inexperienced. First year in the playoffs for essentially everybody on the team except
Like Malik Beasley,
and-
Tobias Harris,
Yeah, I mean they have guys that have been there, but their main guys are all young.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Losing in the first round for Pistons is not.
I think this is a successful year.
Oh yeah,
It's,
what's 6?
as if you're a Pistons fan now, maybe you're gonna think this is maybe you could say it's a quote unquote failure for losing in the first round. But going into the season, this is a far and away a success.
Just like if the Rockets lose in the first round.
Right now, it's a failure because they're a 2 seed. But going into the season,
Yeah.
far and away
Yeah.
success.
Yeah, but yeah, give me Knicks in 4 or 5. They're just have a much better team.
And if you told me,
Stars.
keep going.
I mean, that's it.
If you told me at the beginning of the season that the difference between the 8 seed and the 3 seed would be 3 games in the West, I think the Rockets losing to 70 wouldn't really care.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, and especially because they fell in the standings and then worked their way back up. Lakers, Wolves.
Timberwolves in 6.
I said about the Lakers in 6.
I don't know.
I
I want the Lakers to win.
I
also would. I don't really care. I kind of like both teams.
was very surprised at how that game went. Lakers couldn't make anything. T-Wolves were hot from 3, and that's kind of why I still have the Lakers.
50% from 3.
That's why I have the Lakers. Like I think the Timberwolves just put it in. I understand Ant didn't play great, but
No, Ant played well. He just got hurt.
yeah, he wasn't. I mean,
He wasn't Ant.
yeah, but I don't see them shooting 50% from 3 again, and I also don't think the Lakers are that bad again.
I think Tuesday that'll be a very. If that game goes, if the Timberwolves win that one, series is pretty much over.
Well,
Wrap that one up.
Today
That's the Saturday games.
we had OKC and Memphis. Are you guys got anything else from yesterday?
Who's like, I know maybe you didn't watch, like maybe some of you didn't watch like every minute. Is there any guys that like specific guys that surprised you how they played from
Yesterday?
Saturday? Yeah.
I mean, Josh Hart.
Jaden McDaniels.
Josh
Oh,
Hart was
yeah.
clamping, which I mean,
Jaden McDaniels shot like 9
Yeah,
for 11.
Jamie
Yeah.
McDaniels had 25.
yeah,
But I don't know. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's just not.
It's
gonna
just
be that
he's not a scorer like that.
yeah,
He's
He
not
could
gonna
if he
be that
wanted to
efficient.
be, but he's a defender.
yep.
But I
No,
mean,
but I like the all the stuff that's like. Remember when KD was like, they were like, we have Jaden McDaniels.
they got KD, but we got Jaden.
I like that stuff is coming back up on my Twitter.
Hopefully they'll have KD next year.
Hey, that'd get interesting.
I want to see KD. Well, okay, we never. Where do you guys want to see KD next year? I think it's Timberwolves and Rockets.
I don't want him to see a Rocket though.
I've heard Pistons. I don't think the Pistons should do that.
I don't want him to be
I
a Rocket.
think he
purely
should
because-
be a Maverick.
I don't want him to be a Rocket purely because I
I
think
think if he goes to the Mavericks, it's just the same thing that they had in Phoenix or in
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
but
Three superstars.
Put him on the Warriors.
Three old. Or
he doesn't want to go to the Warriors.
yeah, put him on the Warriors.
He vetoed the trade.
Yeah,
Mid-season.
That bad look on his legacy.
What? The trading?
Going back to okay, his legacy's already fucked.
I think if you played his career 10 times and like made different decisions, this is the worst career path he could have had.
Going to the Suns or just in
The whole career
oh,
path.
yeah.
Because yeah, he won 2 rings. Maybe he doesn't win a ring in one of the career paths. He stays with the Thunder, but the way he looks, I think he looks better.
I don't know. He almost won one with he almost carried the Nets. That was beautiful.
They made the second round.
Huh?
They made the second round.
Foot was on the line.
Made the second round.
Hey, they were winning it.
Second round.
Yeah,
Okay, that doesn't
I just
change
don't.
my argument.
I don't
at
think
all.
him on the Mavericks would do anything. Kyrie, you're replacing Harden with AD.
I don't even know if they're gonna have Kyrie.
Yeah, I mean, and Kyrie will be hurt, or he also is a free agent.
He has a player option, which he's gonna opt out of because he's gonna get more money. He will. He'll get more money. They're trying to offer him a 2-year, $89 million deal to overdo the player option. So he's going to get more money.
That's less than Pool's getting.
Isn't Poole expiring next year?
2 mil, 110.
Jeez.
That ain't nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where KD is.
Might have been 3.
Just the entire Suns, like we said, the Suns organization, what they're going to do. Because like we could really see Kevin Durant get traded and D Book get traded in the span of a week.
They said
I don't think it. I highly doubt it, but it's always
He's a
possible.
young guy. I like him.
done.
Dunn. Yeah, I like Dunn.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I don't think the Suns rebuild is that bad.
I think overall for this offseason, not just for the
But it's
Suns,
not an
but
enticing place for a coach to go. But I don't think the rebuild will be that bad because
as long as they do it right.
if D Book stays, I think guys want to play with D Book, want to be in Phoenix.
They just gotta do it right.
guys, and they have the money to do it. Well,
Because they did a fantastic job of tooling around D Book in 2022 or 2021. Fell 2 games short of winning the championship,
yeah,
and then
that
Blew
team
it
would have
up.
been fun. Like,
that team was fun.
just say hypothetically, Chris Paul gets there a year or two earlier, like he misses a year in OKC.
Oh,
That team would have been great.
so they can gel longer. You think?
And they would have like more.
Experience.
Just Chris Paul wouldn't have been as old.
Oh yeah, and I mean,
But yeah, more time. Because I understand what they did when they got rid of Chris Paul.
well, yeah, getting rid of him at the time was a smart decision
Yeah.
because he was getting old. But man,
But that,
like
no, that team was fun.
that finals was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
There was the Giannis dunk, the Giannis
Yeah,
block.
that was. Yeah.
I mean,
I think the Suns have just gotten kind of unlucky with some of the stuff they've done, and they forced a lot of things to try to
KD,
make
Book,
up for it.
Real.
Yeah, the KD.
I mean, the KD trade you can't even say it was forced because
The Beal one was bad.
if you're offered to trade for Kevin Durant,
Bill would-
you're going to do that 10 out of 10 times.
Oh yeah. If they didn't have Beal and only had Durant, I think it looks great.
It wouldn't be as bad because you're not having $56 million on a
Yeah.
dude who can't play offense or defense,
and lost a bunch of picks.
and you have
And you
you
gave
know,
up 3 firsts in 3 seconds.
No, I think the Durant trade
Yeah.
is fine. Obviously, in hindsight, if he's leaving, it doesn't look great. Swing and a miss, I guess.
you're going to do that every time,
Yeah.
no matter who you are. Going on to today's games, the first game was OKC and the Grizzlies.
Thunder and 4.
I thought going in to be Thunder in 5, and I thought this would be the game that they'd lose because they've had a week off, and then they won by 51.
Yeah.
It was a weird logo.
I mean,
Didn't know what to do.
This was a explicit showing of what the team did the entire season after the first
the
quarter.
only elite offensive weapon they have is Beal.
Morant?
Jaw.
Yeah, and I'll
And-
talk about Jaw later.
I mean, the Thunder just have guards specifically they can put on anybody.
And then if you get past them, they have 2 rim protectors.
Yeah. The whole point, anytime in any game, they can put an elite defender on any guard.
And I think they are the only team that can, like, there's teams that have 3 good guys. They have Lou Dort, Kaysen. I mean, really, and
Caruso.
Shea's one of the best. Caruso.
Shea. Yeah.
It's.
Celtics in 5.
I think the Thunder wouldn't beat the Celtics in 5 games.
I think
I think the Thunder are literally the best team by net rating of all time.
to be honest, I think we can get to this later, but I think the Cavs are the team that come out of the East.
I do too. That's why I don't think.
And
like,
I think the Thunder.
I think the Thunder and Cavs are a 7-game
Thunder
series.
beat the Cavs, but I think the Celtics beat the Thunder.
I'm the complete opposite. I think the Thunder match up a lot better against the Celtics.
I agree.
Because the Cavs have the 2 bigs.
It's a 2 big
and the 2
matchup.
guards.
It's really a battle of the same formula. It's who can, because in the regular season, they beat each other at the other
the
places.
teams have depth. That's the final that I would probably like.
That's the best finals that there could be.
And I think the
I don't know. I
Cavs.
hate watching both teams.
You just don't like basketball.
Well, I said earlier I don't like watching the Thunder, but that's just
Don't hate
because
that.
in the regular season they just beat everybody.
Yeah,
And if they,
and this is why right here.
but
This
the
is why.
Thunder in a series against a competitive team will be a fun watch.
The Thunder Cavs games were one of the best games I've watched
I
all
also
season.
don't think the Thunder winning the championships a lot because they still are young.
And I mean, the West is so good.
And yeah, there's teams that can beat them, but they obviously are the best team. But they're young. Like
And I also
Warriors in 6.
do not think if they don't win the championship, there are going to be multiple people that say it's a failure.
Blow it up.
I do not think it's a failure. Because if like Chet, J-Dub were free, like they were on their extension year, I'd be like, oh,
I don't think. Okay, I don't think it changes anything, but I think it is a little bit of a failure.
just because
just because of how good you are.
Yes,
Dude, they're the best team in the league, and they buy a lot. So
best team of all.
But here's the thing:
you know what I mean? Like,
you're like this, and you were missing 40% of your team for a lot of the season.
No, I see what you guys are. I agree.
I'm just saying that. Well, okay, but now they have them, so I'm just saying like it is a little disappointing if they don't.
I agree with what both of you guys.
Like the game, it's not over. Like it's still gonna be like they're gonna be great for every while.
Yeah,
But I'm not saying like it is.
You
a little
can't guarantee
disappointing
they're
if
gonna
they
be good.
lose.
It's not like a net situation when they had the trio.
whereas like if they don't win it this year, they're
Yeah,
cooked.
like
Yeah.
no, but so I wouldn't say it's disappointing, or I would say it's disappointing.
I don't think it's a failure, but I think it's disappointing.
I
Yeah.
think it's a failure.
I can see both. I agree honestly with what both you guys are saying, but as a Thunder fan, if we don't win the championship this year, big deal. Like, it'd be,
I agree.
No, it's a big deal, but it still is a failure. Like all
like,
the season for not much. Like
yeah,
you
but
know what I mean. Besides
I
development,
hate using the word failure in this sense. Like if we didn't make the playoffs, I'd be this a failure. But only one team wins the championship.
I think the Thunder have to get to those.
No, I know, but I don't think.
Yes, if they lose in the second round, it's a failure.
Yes.
If they do not do better than they did last year, failure.
I don't know. I think if you ask Shea, if they don't win it, it's a failure.
Well, if you ask the players on the team, their only focus is winning the ring.
Yeah,
But looking on the outside, if they do not improve,
in the West, the team that scares me is the Lakers, just because of
I'm scared of the Timberwolves.
we do not. Timberwolves have the Thunder's number.
It's
which
always a close
I
game.
don't understand necessarily.
They have the length. They're
I'm not
they're
gonna
lengthy.
lie, Ant just plays good against.
No, he doesn't.
Bro, yes, he does. I get that he's averaged 19 points per game against the Thunder during the regular season, but you can, dude, you can. See
The
it
reason
all
that
the
the
playoffs.
reason that they win games is because they have the length like Jaden McDaniels to put on a Shea to guard him.
Yeah, the team I'm scared of is the Lakers, just because of Luke and LeBron. But maybe I'm underestimating or overestimating.
If I was a
their
Thunder
team.
fan, the only thing I'd be worried about is who's got the refs on payroll.
Yep, because when you win by 50, you really need the refs' help.
Hey, great game today, man.
But yeah, Thunder and 4 this series.
Well, could you argue that with the Bucks? Because Giannis had 18 free throws.
They lost.
Ooh, so maybe they need more free throws? Are you saying?
Man,
Hey, let's not talk about free throws.
I'm not saying that free throws connect with winning.
Celtics Magic. It was close at the half. I think Magic had the lead at half.
Yeah, they were
But
2 or 3.
big
I'm pretty sure the only player who played good for him was Boncaro. So.
Who?
I watched France today. I'm not a big fan of France. I think he's severely overrated. But give me the Celtics and
Well, this was the game. Orlando has a history of taking games like this. Game one,
Yeah,
they did it to the
against,
2019 Raptors, and they did it a few years earlier.
I feel like they did a year or two ago.
They could have.
I think it was their first year they were like. I think they did it last year against the Six. I might be tripping.
No, because it was a 3-0. I think the Sixers were up 3-0, then the
But
Magic
no,
went
they didn't
2-0.
do that. But no,
I think this was the game to win, just because you had the momentum coming in from the
going
play.
into it, I actually said if there was an upset to happen, I think this is the most likely one. But
I
after
t-
today, give me Celtics.
I think
6.
Depending on what you say, upset, because
Derek
like
White's playing like Steph Curry.
is Rockets Warriors an upset?
I want to call that
But it's the same seeding.
one. I get that, but seeding.
So
I
are
don't think
you saying
seeding
in the
matters.
West the only upset that like I'm not going to say like it's possible, but that is considered an upset would be Grizzlies over OKC?
Yes.
Yes, I don't think Timberwolves.
Dude,
over
every-
Lakers.
No,
other
I agree.
series-
I'm just saying like
yeah,
The West is so close. Every other series is the same thing, pretty much.
and then I mean the East, all of them.
I'm putting that out there because you said that that's the only upset you can happen, but technically 2-7.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
why I
got
was saying that.
But yeah, I don't think the Warriors beat the Rockets would necessarily be considered an upset.
It's
I
like
think what-
It would still be an
I
upset,
don't
but
think
it's not
seeding
like a.
matters.
I don't
it's-
even think it's an upset at all.
I don't know. I think it's an upset, but not like a.
Yeah,
Whoa! Like everyone didn't see it coming.
It's a 4-game difference.
yeah, that too, and I think
But I did see that that betting on the series win is like 81% on the Rockets.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
I just
yeah.
don't know what to think of the Warriors. To be honest,
I think
This
we-
reminds me a
I think
lot
we
of
are
the year after their championship year, 2023. They played the Kings in the first round,
yeah,
and they beat them in 7.
yeah, because I mean they played very well with Jimmy, but like that's a short sample size, and I think the Rockets like. I kind of compare them. To the Pistons, but the Rockets also have a little bit more experience. Like,
They have an experienced coach.
yeah, and Van Vliet has.
Yeah, they have they have Jeff Green.
Yeah, no, I think they're a lot more experienced than the Pistons, but like, no,
I think because I don't know. I think the Pistons are about the same experience
yeah,
because the coach he's been around.
yeah,
He made before this. He only had one playoff year.
yeah. I don't know.
Shoot, Ime's a great coach.
Ime's a fantastic coach that got into a relationship and should be a Celtic right now.
I think the Celtics.
I don't know. I think the Celtics are good with Joe Mazzulla.
Well, yeah, but
No, I see what you're saying, but
he
like,
should never have gotten fired.
I think it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out for
Yeah.
both teams greatly.
Okay, well,
Cavs.
so
One more.
Cavs
Cavs seat real quick.
Cavs and 4. The Heat look bad.
I mean, they're a 10 seed that made the playoffs.
They're
this
looking
year.
at Davion Mitchell to score the ball consistently
Yeah.
for them.
Well,
right now.
after overtime, I mean, I would too.
That playing game.
Oh my
Bulls-
goodness.
Bulls Heat.
Yeah, but he got hot.
I expect.
Bulls Heat. You mean Hawks Heat?
I was talking Bulls Heat or
The Hawks Heat's
Hawks
the,
Heat was the
the one
where
that Davion Mitchell had like
Trey
12
put it
in
in
overtime.
OT, and
the
then he had
Bulls
like
played the Heat
9.
first.
Yeah.
I expected the Bulls to win that,
Oh, I did too.
and they just didn't.
It's like they didn't. They want. It's like they wanted their pick.
Yeah. The Mavs Kings was also kind of surprising.
I was surprised it was such a blowout. Like they just.
Yeah. I think the Kings are a better team, but I don't think.
I
mean,
don't know. The Kings don't have anybody anymore, really.
what? Yes, they do.
I mean, Sabonis.
DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Demonis Sabonis. I'm just saying that scoring wise, they have the
No,
guys.
that's why I thought they would win, but they just didn't show up.
And they have playing experience. I mean, they're in it every year.
DeMar DeRozan.
And Zach LaVine.
Valanciunas classic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, I was surprised at that Mavericks game more than the Bulls game, but
I was also since the Mavericks won that, I'm like maybe they beat the Grizzlies
I didn't think that.
just because they were so hot and like maybe they're clicking.
Yeah.
And then it was not close.
Yeah. The playing was pretty boring.
But the Heat Hawks game was
Yeah, that
really
was a
good.
game. But yeah, Cavs at 4.
Freaking- what is
what's up with do you see what the Hawks did at the end of the game?
Are you talking about Georges Niang shooting instead of Trey? That's exactly what I was going to say.
George, they subbed him into the game to shoot a 3 when he was cold when Trey
No,
hit him.
it's worse. It was tied, and he drove. That's not his role, and he missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he shot the 3 at the end of the game. Down.
Yeah,
I wish Jalen Johnson would say that for the year. I
Jalen
actually
Johnson.
really like the Hawks.
I wish they would have traded Clint Capella.
For
That's
Anything.
breadcrumbs.
Yes.
Christ. Clint Capella, Miles Turner.
Trade him to the
Vucevic,
Clippers.
none of them were ever getting traded. Okay, or last series. Okay, what did you guys say for the last year?
The
Cavs and 4.
Cavs in 4.
Yeah,
Maybe the
easily.
Heat steal a game.
Yeah. This series is
It's a
definitely-
sleeper, gentlemen. I think all the 3 that played today, other than the Rockets, all are sweeps or gentlemen sweeps.
Yeah. This game, I think
4-1. Give them the game.
this is the hardest one to pick for me.
I think
Warriors, Rockets.
if it goes like it's going, give me Warriors in 6.
Warriors are the better together team, but the Rockets got some guys who can really.
I think it's vice versa.
I think it's a 7-game series.
I think this could be a 7-game, just like Kings Warriors was in 2023.
Give me the. I've been thinking.
It
about
would have
this
okay
for
if the
fucking
Warriors
years,
win Game 1.
trying to bet.
What do you think?
If the Warriors win Game 1,
Yep, they steal the home
I
one.
don't think it matters. In my opinion, that it's not going to influence my decision if I made
Well,
it.
what if the Rockets won Game 1?
I think it's game.
I think
I
if
think it's going to 6 or 7.
what I said what I've thought for days is Rockets in
All right,
7.
give me the Warriors at 4. If Kerr's playing,
I'll take the Rockets in 7.
I think if the Warriors win this game, they win the series. If the Rockets win, it's going to 7 and it's a coin flip.
All right, make a pick.
What do you mean?
Pick one.
Give me Warriors in 6.
What would you pick before this one?
I think I put Warriors in 7 on my thing.
Yeah, I'll take.
I think I put Rockets in 7, but I don't know.
It's literally a coin flip. Like that game 7, you could flip a coin and it'd be right.
You know, I could also see this game it just being like Warriors
Just
showing
dominate.
how young the Rockets are
Yeah.
winning 4 games.
I mean, the Warriors got experience. Draymond,
If the
Curry, JD.
if the Rockets win,
That's
it's
a
going to
shit
be a
ton of
6 or
numbers.
7 game series.
Yeah,
If
they're
the
not.
Warriors win, it's going to be.
I disagree. I think if either team wins, it's going to be a 6 or 7 game
I
series.
think the Warriors could wrap it up.
I think the Rockets could wrap it up.
I just worry about the Warriors' depth.
Yeah.
The Rockets are deep. That's my thing. That's what honestly I'm going with Rockets in 7. But if the
Dude,
Warriors
if Jabari Smith was Auburn Jabari Smith, they'd be winning this in 4.
I'm not betting on this series ever. Not one game. I might bet on Game 7.
What was the other thing we were going to talk about? Not the draft.
Nico.
Not him.
Uh,
NBA related.
awards.
Oh, awards.
That's right.
Yeah, we can just give our picks.
I'll read the finalists out for each one and you tell me.
Yeah, finals came out today. I think
Are we going with who we think should win it or who's going to?
you
win?
can say
Say both.
Okay.
Okay, you can say Jokic is going to MVP. MVP, Jokic, Shea, Giannis.
No, just don't talk about free throws, please.
I won't bring nothing up. I'll just
Just say don't you don't need to don't elaborate.
Jokic should win it.
Okay.
Shea's winning it.
I think Shea should win it. I think he will win it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Defensive player of the year.
This is the best MVP trio.
I agree.
we've had in years. Maybe.
In my memory.
Yes.
Dyson
I think
Daniels.
Give me
Giannis-
Draymond.
In a regular year, Giannis could win it.
Yes. Like last year.
Oh, we still talking about MVP.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like
You're good.
this is a deep. Like
Probably the deepest we've ever had.
yes.
Maybe not ever, but Dyson Daniels, Draymond Green, Evan Mobley.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Dyson Daniels should win Most Improved Player of the Year and not win.
I don't think he should win Most Improved Player.
I don't think he will win rookie or defense
He
player of the
won't.
year.
No, he shouldn't.
I think Mobley should win in my opinion.
I agree.
think Draymond should win.
Can I? Okay, I'm not going to ask why.
You asked me.
Why?
I'm not gonna say free throws.
Well, Yeah. Draymond gets the free throws.
yeah. It's,
Dude, I don't know. I feel like he just locks down. Like
his second
he's
half,
so smart, dude.
since
like,
Jimmy got there, he's been crazy.
Like the second half of the
he
Cavs
gets,
have been kind
he
of
gets young guys like on their team. He knows their plays. Like he knows what's gonna happen all the time. Like I don't know. Just he looks.
I like,
deep.
I can't argue against you. I'm just
yeah,
No, I'm just
I like Mobley.
Yeah.
I think when you think of the whole year,
give it to Whitney.
can't.
I know. I'm just saying.
Rookie of the year: Stephon Castle, Risa Shea, or Jalen Wells.
It's Castle, but that's a terrible 3.
I think it should be Risa Shea, and I think Castle's going to win.
I think it's Castle, and Castle should win. I think
If you look at shooting splits, Castle's just chucking because he's the only guy on the team. he was a really good.
I'm going off of Castle's like.
Reese Shea had the biggest impact as a rookie, I think.
I also don't think
As a
that-
rookie, hold on. I think that's a bad list
Well,
of 3. I think that there's other guys that make.
I think Edie should have been up there.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think Edie should have been.
But
up
Edie
there.
started slow. That's why.
Yeah, I think there are better rookies than
I'm
is on
blanking
the
on
list,
his
but
name.
Castle should.
What's the Wizards guy's name?
Bub Carrington.
Sar.
Sar.
I think
Bub was better than Sar.
Bub. Okay, well, right now we have 3 rookies who could be in the conversation, but
No, it was a deep.
we're gonna
rookie
put.
class.
It's a deep class with no one at front running.
We're gonna put. I think Bub should have been on the list. Sar's had a.
No.
I think he should.
No. He
Jalen
did
Wells.
not, in my opinion, he didn't have a better.
I liked what Sar did at the end of the year. He just was slow.
Yeah, he didn't. He started slow.
But I think Castle.
Sar
and that's-
Sar broke records for
I think
all
Rick-
the stats.
I think
for
rookie of the
rookies and
year is
stuff.
irrelevant. If you want. my
No,
opinion.
it is.
Just in general. Not
It's
this
just
year.
it's a cool thing to
Not
have.
this year. Just say in general.
Six
in,
men,
in the NBA.
Yes.
any
any sport.
I agree.
Why don't you agree?
Because CJ Stroud won Rookie of the Year
And
Will Anderson.
I mean, I'm not going to say that that's bad that they won it, but it's like,
I think rookie of the years in the NFL typically translate to stars more than it does in the NBA.
yeah, Michael Carter Williams. Golly,
Everyone else got an outlier.
I just think
Michael Carter Williams is the NBA.
Huh?
Michael Carter Williams is the NBA.
I don't know himself.
You don't know who Michael Carter Williams is?
What team is he on, Matt?
this was 10 years ago.
He was on the Sixers. He
Couldn't
put up a
tell you.
triple double against the Heat in his debut.
Couldn't tell you.
He was,
Oh man, Syracuse legend.
yeah, he was pretty good.
Like 6'8" guard. Then he got traded after his rookie season, and then he sucked.
Yeah, I just think rookie of the year in the NBA is irrelevant.
Yeah. Six man of the
Yeah,
year.
isn't that what I said?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I agreed with
Okay.
I just said that I don't
I
think
got you.
that any of them were really irrelevant. Like right there.
I think all I said was in the NFL, guys translate more to
Yeah.
like
I think it's a higher percentage.
yeah, which also I mean that doesn't really matter with the award, but like it's more about opportunity as a rookie in the NBA.
Yeah. Six man. We got Malik Beasley, Ty Jerome, and Peyton Pritchard. I think this is a heck of a rookie.
Give it to.
I like
that's tough,
Toronto.
actually. I like. Ooh.
That's a really because
I
like
like
you can make an
Beasley.
argument for anybody. Malik Beasley's a sharpshooter.
Yeah, no, I'm
Ty
not,
Jerome. I mean, he's.
And Peyton Pritchard's been a dog too.
I think Peyton Pritchard will win it
I think.
and
Malik,
should.
I think Malik Beasley should win it, but
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Peyton Pritchard's
all of
gonna
them
win.
should.
I think Ty
They all
Jerome. I
should.
think Ty Jerome should win it.
I like Jerome though. That would be my vote.
Just because.
Who do you think will? I think it's Pritchard.
Yeah, I think it's Pritchard too.
Pritchard's been the front runner all season.
Yeah, I like Jerome.
Most improved.
I like Jerome.
I hate this
Give it to
award.
Dyson Daniels.
Cade, Zubac, Dyson.
Not Cade, not Dyson.
I think Zubac should win it,
I agree.
and I think Cade will.
Young guy.
I think Cade will, but I think Dyson should win it.
That's
I
fine.
don't-
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna.
think-
I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah,
That's
I don't think younger guys should win it.
I don't think a first overall pick should win it in their third, fourth year.
Like Zubac has been in the league for
He's been in the year.
14
He used to be on the
seasons.
Lakers and just be
yeah, he's been in-
mediocre.
Clippers, Lakers.
That's it.
That's it.
But
The
Oh.
Lakers traded
Dude,
him to the Clippers like
he's been
8
on the-
I
years
get
ago.
him and Vucevic and Valanciunas. I get them all mixed
They're all
up.
the same.
They're all the same.
no,
Middle
Zubac has
Eastern.
been in the league for like 10 years.
Not Middle Eastern, Eastern Europe.
But yeah, give me Zubac. I like
Coach.
Jerome. Jerome should have been in there too.
Yeah, but Coach of the Year: Kenny Atkinson, JB Bickerstaff. Kenny Atkinson, Cavs, Bickerstaff, Pistons, Ime, Rockets.
Give me Brian Keefe.
Unfortunately, he's not a Coach of the Year finalist, so let's
Who
stick
was
to
it
the
again?
Cavs, Pistons, Rockets.
I also don't like this award because
It's all storyline based.
Well, if it's all storyline based, give it to Ime.
Why?
I'd say that. I mean,
Heck of a story.
I think JB Bickerstaff is a better story.
I like my vote would go to Atkinson,
I agree.
but I could also see the argument he has the best team there.
I think Atkinson should win it, and Bickerstaff will. Nope, I think Ime will.
I want Ime to win it.
Yeah,
I
another one I
think
don't really have an argument against.
Atkinson's gonna win it.
I'm not going over Clutch Player of the Year because
Yeah, super fair.
Clutch Player of the Year. Give me Jason Tatum.
sure.
He's not on the list, but it should be Jason Tatum. You know, he's shooting like the second best clutch time percentage of
Russell
all time.
Westbrook is the highest clutch makes as a guard in NBA history.
Well, okay, I was saying
He
like,
had to do that last night.
That's what getting
He
laid.
added to his percentage. But
well, I'm saying
he had
like,
a moment.
if you look up like the list, it goes like somebody, I think it's Bird actually, and then Jason Tatum.
I wonder what move he's going to do to hit the clutch shot, too.
Tell you.
Sidestep 3.
Yep.
Every time.
Okay, so
Hey, we're shooting like
Yeah.
38%.
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
so we're not going to fill out our full NBA bracket, but we all agree the Thunder are the favorites.
Yes.
I think it's Thunder Cavs in the finals. That's all I'm going to. Then I think I have the Thunder win. I'm a biased Thunder fan, but
All right, let's
I-
just do this
yeah.
quick. You have Thunder in
I'm just
Whoever-
just name your two Thunder Cavs.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Would be.
Thunder, Celtics,
Thunder and 6.
Celtics at 6.
If it's Thunder,
What
or
you say.
Celtics,
What what you
No, no,
said?
no, whoever
You said
you
Thunder
okay, well, I'll
Cavs.
just say Thunder. I think Thunder versus Cavs, and I'm not gonna make a. Do I need to make a decision?
Just make
I like
some.
to watch the rest of the games before I make a decision.
Just
but
choose one. It's not like we're going to come back to this and be like, Dylan, you said Cavs and 6.
Pick the Cavs because the Thunder won by 51 today.
Cavs Thunder.
He's a Thunder fan.
Make it interesting.
Cavs versus Thunder in the playoffs.
Here, you think about it. What were you going to say?
Pretty.
What was I
even.
saying?
I don't remember.
I think I just said Celtics in 6.
Okay.
Give me the Cavs at 7, but I think that'll change if I after watching the games.
Okay.
Yeah. But if it was Thunder versus Celtics, give me the Thunder at 4.
Yeah, dude, they match up poorly with the Thunder.
Hey,
That's fine. I'm not going to.
just making my prediction.
That's fine.
Ryan Leaf.
And if I had to
Oh
pick
my God.
if I had to pick
Hold
a
on,
guy,
that's ball knowledge right there, fellas.
if I had to pick a
That
team,
ball is that Ryan Leaf for Washington State? What are they playing on TV?
It's 30 for 30.
Oh my!
I saw Peyton Manning
Hold on,
earlier.
is it actually Ryan Leaf?
so okay, who's your guys' second team to come out of the West if it's not the Thunder? I think it's the Lakers. I think this series for the Lakers is a hard. Like, if the Lakers have to face the Rockets or Warriors, give me the Lakers.
Yeah.
and give me
I think it's the Timberwolves.
That's ball knowledge right
I think it's Thunder Timberwolves in the conference finals.
Thunder Timberwolves.
All right, I think it's the
Fellas, Ryan Leaf was next up.
Yeah, draft bust.
everybody.
You know who else is up next? Anthony Bennett.
Anthony Richardson.
Hey, don't say was on him. He
I
is.
said was before he was drafted.
Is next
I
up.
don't know. He's played 14 games in his
In the
lifetime.
2028 flag football Olympics.
He'll be playing with us soon.
Huh?
He might be our quarterback here in a few years.
Fine with me.
who's
Our flag football league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'll
You might have to take it over mid-season though.
he'll be a dog.
He might quit.
No, just get hurt.
No, give up. He'll need a sub.
All right.
Half his
What do you
helmet.
guys want to talk about next? That's kind of it for NBA.
I'm gonna go. I'm
Luka
gonna read the
Onwenu.
first. Sure, we can talk about that real quick. It's one thing.
I think.
I think
we're
UCLA
all-
should never offered him. I think he should have been playing for some.
I think he
some
should.
lowly mid.
I don't necessarily agree with you guys on that, just because there's a ton of potential there. UCLA is pretty bad, and
All right, but I'm not giving him 1.5 million. Sure, you can take him.
what you said yesterday in the group,
What did I say?
That was like he was joking.
it was not like he was joking.
No, I know,
But,
I know.
but there's definitely. I don't know if you want to call
I know, I was
there
looking through his
concerns there,
posts.
but like.
I was looking through his post, and the post before was just like, can't believe people thought I said
Glad
this.
the
And then
college-
the next post
glad
was
that
that.
the college football coaches proved a point, and he made himself look like an idiot and lost a lot of money.
I'm really glad that
He
he did not get his 4 mil because that could have been really bad for the sport of college football. Not that it's in a good place now, but it could have been a
Sure.
lot worse.
Could have been pretty crazy. You see the running back from who? You seen that? Oh,
I saw one team like what was it? Cal lost 4 running backs in one day.
Yeah.
The Cal guy went to Oklahoma. He's a dog.
Unfortunate.
That's tampering.
What's
Tampering's
what's Tennessee doing at quarterback?
They have a true freshman and a redshirt freshman, and there is not really anybody in the portal
No, I know there's no one in the portal, and
yet.
they're not.
Avery Johnson.
He doesn't have like. They're not like 5 stars that are redshirt.
No,
They're like
3 or
yeah 3.
That's all right.
No, but I'm just saying like it's
and
not.
also, Tennessee, the only reason people were high on Tennessee going into this coming season was because the chance of Nico breaking out. Tennessee lost 80% of their starters.
Nico who?
I'm gonna leave you. And who is their edge?
Pierce.
Oh yeah,
And they lost an elite running back. Their whole O-line.
Dylan Sampson.
Yeah.
Wonder where you know him from.
NCAA.
The only reason people were high on Tennessee is because the chance of Nico breaking out. Which here's the other thing that I have a problem with the
Oh,
Nico
boy.
thing. He was just not good
No,
last
he
year.
was not.
I think he had 5 touchdowns against FBS opponents.
That's how you boost your stats.
He didn't have one against. He had one against.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
I think what
He had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Oh
no
yeah,
passing
2 rushing, but he went. But he had the Anthony Richardson stat line. 2 rushing touchdowns, and then he went 9 for
9
32.
picks.
That guy's a baller.
He went 9 for 32 or something like that.
League him.
But yeah, Tennessee's in a tough place.
Forgot about this game.
Heck of a game. Wow, what a watch.
I mean,
I
they'll
was
be.
on the way over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Was I was watching that. Yeah.
You guys were already here.
Yeah, we were watching that.
There'll be more guys that enter the portal, but none that like are gonna.
When does the portal close? Isn't it in
It's
like
next
a
week.
Yeah, a week or 2. There'll be some guys that will go in there, but if I'm Tennessee, I guess you just invest in your freshmen and let it be a rebuild year.
Pray to God they don't hold out next year.
I think the holdout thing is done. That's
Well,
one
the
time.
Arch Manning taking Texas to the.
No.
Is he next up?
I think he's good, but I don't think he's. I think Ohio State's the favorite again.
Give me the Jayhawks.
The South Carolina QB's next up.
No,
What's his
Florida.
name?
Who?
Hold on, I know the South Carolina quarterback's.
Oh, I don't know. I
OP
don't
in
know
rushing.
who he's talking about.
He's a
Lenoris.
yeah.
Who's the Florida quarterback?
DJ Lagway?
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need Quinn Ewers in the
Yeah, my
ninth
bad.
year.
Obviously,
He's coming back.
Let's talk about Thursday night for a few minutes.
So
What's Thursday night? Oh, draft.
Cam Ward's number 1.
No, the OKC game. Game 3.
Yeah, my bad. Game 3.
Cam Ward, did you guys watch his Fortnite stream stuff?
Yeah. He did.
Who's your favorite running back? Tyjae Spears or
Top
Tony
5
Pollard?
coaches in the league, and he named off 1 through 5 teams.
Who's your top 4 wide receivers? Traylon Perks at 4.
Calvin Ridley.
AJ Brown's a dog, but he's not no Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, that was funny.
But now Cam Ward will go number 1, which he's
It'll be interesting.
a weaker number 1 overall pick, but I like him.
Dude, I don't know if I think he has all the pieces to be great. He has presence in the pocket.
he
he,
does.
has arm strength.
It's
he has
just- yeah,
accuracy.
no, I agree with
and
you.
he's a decent athlete.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I think Cam Ward has a pretty good shot at being good.
Yeah, I like it.
The rest,
Hold on, and I'm saying that as a fellow AFC South member. You know,
Mhm.
but I also think if it was last year's draft, like if you put Cam Ward and Shadur in last year's draft,
as they are now,
yes, I think
They're not going high.
I mean, I think they're still going top 10.
Who are they drafted in front of?
Huh?
Who are they drafted in front of?
Penix and Bo.
Cam Ward is not drafted in front of those 2.
I think he is.
I mean it's a irrelevant conversation now, but it's interesting. Bo Nix was drafted high for what he was supposed to be drafted.
No, yeah, I'm just going off of purely I'm not putting Jane McDaniels at 1 or Jane Daniels at 1, even though he's
No,
I'm putting him at their how they were drafted. I'm
I think Jaden Caleb.
not picking Penix at 8 or 7 or whatever he was.
Yeah.
I'm picking Cam Ward or not Shooter. Shooter my bad.
Shadur's
Bad
good
take.
down. Let's see that.
Put Bo. Bo's still in front of Shooter, but then put Shooter close behind.
Would you put Cam above Daniels or not Caleb?
No, I'm
talking about
I'm putting-
last year at this time.
I'm putting Cam at
3 behind Caleb and Daniels.
I don't know. I'll put him with May something like him and May and
I always forget about May.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe
May
4.
but
Yeah.
we don't know if May's gonna be great or not yet. I mean,
We don't know any of them.
Yeah,
Daniels is good.
I mean,
And
but
I
you
think-
can't.
I'm not trying to be biased, but Nix will be.
I think Caleb,
Yeah.
Daniels, and Knicks are fine.
Nix is a starter for a while.
no, yeah.
I'm not going to say he's going to be top 3, but the rest of them, McCarthy,
We
We
don't
really don't know anything about
McCarthy,
McCarthy.
Penix, and I
The way that
think Caleb is fine too.
I think the way that the Vikings are trying to get QBs, they don't trust McCarthy.
Really, I feel like
I kind of.
I
I
thought
don't think they're after.
Yeah, I don't. I
QBs.
thought
They
they
didn't
were.
get anybody.
No, they were
Oh,
shunning
no,
everyone
just-
away.
McCarthy.
They were like, no Geno, no Aaron Rodgers, no Russ.
yeah.
They were like, let's
McCarthy.
keep
They
going with
believe in
McCarthy.
McCarthy, which
Yeah, which
Their
is like
history with-
interesting.
their history with quarterbacks tells me they think McCarthy will be.
I like Kevin O'Connell too. I'll trust him.
Yeah, that's
I'll
what
give
I'm
him a
saying.
year.
That's
you
what
know?
I'm saying.
Like, I'll give him a quarterback this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And if they suck, we'll just draft another.
And then it looks like number 2 is going to be Travis. And it looks like he'll be playing receiver.
Nope. If he doesn't play both, he's retiring.
I think he'll be receiver primarily. And
He'll get snaps at both. Not full snaps, but he'll get snaps.
I know a lot of
He'll
people.
get snaps at both in
They're
preseason.
tearing down the goalpost.
I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I think if you have a guy that can show he can be elite at both, let him
Might
do
as
it.
well. Yeah,
I agree.
I think he's a better corner than receiver, but the Browns need receiver.
I don't know. I think everyone says he's a better corner than he is receiver, but I don't
He's
know
a
too
pretty
much
good
about who's good at corner. When I'm watching him in college, I feel like anybody who's an athlete is good at corner in college. So,
I think you could say that about wide receiver too.
well, but I'm just saying, like athlete, that is what a wide
He
receiver
showed
is.
more at corner.
Yeah.
In college, he showed more at corner, which is why people
Yeah.
are saying that. But in it, yeah.
I don't know.
Then 3 is going to be
I'm not gonna.
Abdul.
I don't know. Purely, I don't think Travis had the best opportunity in college at receiver.
I'm going to go a little way. How do you feel about Shadur and him being retired, their numbers?
I think it's kind of weird, but hey, to each their own.
Hunter's fine. I think. Oh, I don't care, but like Shadur shouldn't.
They have,
I don't know if they make this like a Dion culture thing where it's like if they have a great player they retire him like every year.
It
then I
doesn't.
think
It
it's
doesn't
fine.
matter what they accomplish. It's
Yeah,
just-
like if they have another guy who goes top 5 and they retire his jersey, I think it's fine that they give
even
it
if
to
it's,
him.
It's not. It's not. It's not retiring their jersey. It's putting them in the Ring of Honor.
Okay, I'm fine with it. Like
I don't even know if they're necessarily do that, but if Dion stays at Colorado for 20 years and they were the people that brought him back,
yeah, no, I'm fine with.
doesn't bother me.
I don't like it if they just do Travis and Shadur and he has great players and doesn't do it, but
I can see
I mean,
that.
Travis is fine. He's a Heisman. Shadur's the one. Did you see what Dion had to say? If his last name wasn't Sanders, we wouldn't be talking like this.
Yeah, and then people said,
If his last name wasn't Sanders, he wouldn't be getting his jersey
Yeah, no.
retired.
yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Or never retired.
If they brought back Colorado to what they used to be,
they did.
What do the Broncos need? Not what you want. What do they need?
well,
And then we'll circle back around and ask you different things.
we need running back and receiver.
Texans.
Second, third string receiver,
Oh,
rookie O line, or young O line, some pieces, and then late tight end.
Ravens need a safety, interior line, some edge work, and a corner. One guy you want.
Travion,
Does not matter if it's first round or whatever.
Travion.
Any round.
Any round.
Go to you first.
Malachi Starks.
Really, you're still high on him?
Still high.
Oh.
Or Nick Eamon-Wari. I mean, I want a safety. I want a safety.
Yeah, in what world does he go to 29?
I've seen mocks where they both of them are.
Plus,
second round
like
picks.
the Colorado receivers.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Horn and
Wester.
Texans. Who do you want? One guy you want.
one guy I want. I mean, for the excite. Can I name two?
One
guys
guy.
I
Okay,
want?
sure. Two guys
Alright,
you want.
One guy offense like really want is like Golden because I think
Okay.
he'd be electric. But I also think we need the Zabel kid out of North Dakota State,
The
the
guard.
guard.
Yeah.
I think a white boy North Dakota State.
That was my
guard
next
is gonna
pick.
be
What's the
big.
non-flashy pick you want?
Yeah.
Like, do you want a guard, a D tackle?
Yes.
I mean, I guess for the Broncos. it'd
Long
be-
snapper.
Hey,
I guess for the Broncos, it'd be
We want
edge.
stars in them.
Edge in the first round.
Gotta sign
One-
him.
like, nice, just 'cause we need offensive weapons. If we take edge in the first round, I can't be too mad about it.
I'm really interested to see if we draft a kicker.
Another Zach Allen merchant on the squad.
I mean, if we don't draft a kicker, we're obviously going to sign one. But is
sign what's his name?
D.
I want the dude from
no,
who's the dude that went like
Fox that was at Georgia and had the goggles and played for the Colts.
Rodrigo.
Yeah, I want.
who's the dude
Can
in
you
college
get
that went like
Rodrigo?
perfect? I want
Oh,
him.
the Iowa kid. Who
No,
was
not
like
Iowa.
45 or whatever.
Not Iowa. He's a mid-major, I think.
Oh,
He went like 9 for 9 on 50-yard kicks. I want him.
okay.
Not who you're talking about, but hey, good pick.
I don't know that much below that.
I know Ravens fans are like, we want this guy, so I don't know his name.
I don't know the mid-major kickers.
He might not even be. He might be like Boston College, but in my mind, he's a mid-major.
But now, so I'd say Okay, at 20, the most likely offensive weapons available for the Broncos will be Travion Henderson, Omarion Hampton, Ted McMillan, and Luther. I think both have a pretty decent shot at being there. I think Ted's either top 5 or he drops to like where we are at 20.
I'm gonna ask a few questions. Keep
I
going.
can
I'll
like
ask a
that,
few questions
actually.
after.
Wait, or am I going to wait? What
There was
question
not a.
did you
He's just
I
talking
was saying
after
like
that. After the last question.
so we signed Ingram.
Oh yeah, okay. The I like that. The pick. Who do you think can be like the range
Okay,
of
sure.
the picks?
So yeah, we signed Ingram, so tight end's not a necessary need. I don't think Warren falls to 20, but if he's there,
How do you feel about Loveland?
Dude, what's his name's
No.
been taken?
Who?
Chargers.
I think the Colts are taking Warren.
yeah,
No,
like I
I'm
said,
saying.
I know. I'm just saying. Like I think both tight ends are gone.
the only reason I'm different on Warren is Warren can do a little bit more than Loveland can, and we got Ingram. So
Yeah, no. It's. I think it's draft Warren or like if you were in that situation, if it's not Warren, don't get the money.
Who's the guy you think could slip or not slip?
I mean, you got
Who do I think we're gonna have like their range?
No, just like anybody, someone that could be high or could be low.
I think the Texas tackle Banks.
I think Shadur could be higher
I-
low.
I think them. I think
I think Shadur and I think
I still think Shadur will go top 10.
I think
Saint.
Pierce could be high or low.
I think I'm gonna repeat an answer. The safeties.
Yeah.
Safety's going for 20.
There's a team that needs a safety that's top 20. Like they just. I don't remember.
I just because everything I've watched in the draft for years, I don't think safety gets before.
Kyle Hamilton.
That was like
I know.
which great pick by the way, but
Yeah.
Um,
Wasn't he supposed to be like top 5? But I mean, he is a bad 40, and he dropped.
I wouldn't
I
be mad at if the Texans got Tyler Booker. I mean,
The Alabama guy.
yeah, I'm not huge on him, but he's a guard and he's gonna play all.
so the thing about a lot of guys just aren't high on him just because he can only play guard, which
I'll draft him to be a guard
for
for
a
you.
playoff team like you guys,
Plug him
I
in.
think you honestly prefer that rather than having I think Tyler Booker is experienced.
No, yeah, I'm saying I wouldn't hate him at all, but
Yeah.
I also
It's
get
a
like
it's a boring pick.
yeah, exactly. It's like kind of what we're supposed to do.
All right, I'm gonna name a few guys. Name their best situation, worst situation,
Team or round.
team, and then who you think they might go to.
Okay.
Jensen.
So today I
Oh,
saw
are we going? Okay, like
The best situation for him to go to.
or like where he's gonna go, because like
But
I think
name his
he's a
no,
Raider.
name his best situation, the worst one
think for
that he
me-
could go to.
I think for
Okay.
running back.
Hold on, I think all right. I have a good one.
I-
I think he's going. I think he's going to the Jags. I think he'd be best on the Jags.
I think he'd be best on the Bears,
Yeah,
I
but
think he's a Raider.
and I think he's gonna be a Raider.
he's either a Raider or a Jag in my mind, unless the Bears trade down, which I've seen that they're
I've never thought about the Jags just because they have a big need, but I mean that's interesting.
Jags at 5. I don't know. I don't hate it. Like
I've seen they're
They-
like
I was thinking. So when I said earlier, Ted will either go top 5. I think Ted could go to the Jags or go Paul.
yeah, I don't know. I don't like Tet and Brian Thomas. I think they're too vertical each, both of them.
How about get you finish what you're saying?
No, I just
You're-
done. They're both vertical. Like,
Milrow.
Ooh, I think it's either.
I like him.
I like him at the Steelers,
I do too,
Uh,
but man,
but
if Milrow finds the right situation and a coach that knows how to use him and he can develop because he needs to, Milrow will be elite.
that's why I don't
Ooh,
want him on the
ooh.
Steelers.
dang it, I like Milrow on the Seahawks.
I think Milrow and
I like Milrow on the Seahawks, Matt.
I think,
Even though
I
they
think
have-
honestly Milrow and Lamar coming out pretty similar.
No.
You don't agree?
No.
Why?
Because Lamar
Want a Heisman?
won a Heisman.
Lamar's a once in a generation talent.
No, I'm saying coming out.
Give me.
Oh,
give me
you mean like just out of
Hold on,
college?
can I
Yes.
bring up a
Okay.
conversation
Okay.
and-
My bad.
I don't think I'm that dumb on this. Give me 2013, 2015 Cam Newton over Prime Lamar.
No.
The 1 year
Yeah.
of Cam Newton
Dude, that's-
was better than a lot of QBs in history. But no, I disagree.
Lamar had one of the best QB seasons of all time last year.
But his one season, 2015, when they made the Super Bowl.
Yeah, give me
Sure.
2015 Cam Newton.
Okay,
over
but
Prime
that's
Lamar.
what I was saying about. No, I'm not talking about now, but they were both
I get what you mean now.
Like-
My bad.
questions about their throwing.
Yeah.
Elite rushers.
Yeah.
Lamar, I'd say, had the better college success, but still. And Lamar didn't go to what, 30?
32.
Huh?
32. Last
Yeah.
pick of the first.
And I think if Lamar didn't go to the right situation, he wouldn't be where he is today. Just like
last pick.
We traded
you
for
could
we
say
traded
that,
with the
okay.
Eagles
I was about to say,
you could say that about anybody.
because we drafted Hayden Hurst for him. Dart.
what's happened to him? Doesn't he just have like severe like PTSD almost? He like can't run. Like you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Hayden
Nah, I
Hurst,
don't.
you have like that
Oh,
concussion.
Oh,
to your
I
head.
thought you were talking about Dart.
Yes, Hurst.
Yeah, Hurst has PTSD.
He is like hit. Yeah. Who are we talking about?
Dart.
So okay,
Dude, hold on. I like Dart and Milrow on the Steelers.
I do too. I think they have one
no,
of
so
them.
I think you can throw the Steelers, the Rams.
Yeah.
Oh, Rams,
I like
Jackson
that.
Dart too.
The
Don't think
Seahawks.
Milrow though.
I think you could throw all three of those teams in the same situation.
Man,
to where
Milrow is
I-
a Seahawk.
I really do not want Milrow on the Steelers just because their offense is built for a pocket QB.
or Cleveland too. I think Cleveland gets the QB at some point.
Yeah, I did you hear what the Cleveland's GM said? Milrow is the only QB I've seen that's faster than Lamar Jackson.
I think he did have a crazy 40.
Lamar didn't run the 40.
So, yeah, I think so what did we
I
say?
bet Lamar runs a faster 40 now than he did in college.
Rams,
too,
Steelers, Rams, Steelers, Browns, Seahawks.
Yeah.
All could take a QB.
I don't see the Seahawks taking a QB.
No, but I really would love to see Milrow on the Seahawks.
Because who do they got right now? They got Darnold and Howell.
But Darnold's on a long
Where
term.
did Locke get signed to? Didn't he just get?
He went back to the Seahawks.
Yeah,
Back home.
that's what I was thinking.
Drew Lock.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said what?
Oh no,
Oh no.
shoot. I've been seeing all that stuff too.
So yeah, I guess the Seahawks could be out of it since they signed Darnold long term.
But I want him to be a.
But I think the
I wanted them to get a mobile QB.
Rams-
to get his mobile QB.
I almost guarantee the Rams and Steelers will take a QB and the Browns.
God, Matt, you know how much ball knower we would have been if
If
we
we-
called it. Wow. Well, dude, we were so like
I was
we'd have
high
been so good on that Seahawk just
because when we say it in like December,
dude, I think I was saying
you
on
said
the
it first.
pod.
Yeah.
I think I said it on the first pod because we were talking.
And then
about
I looked
Justin-
into it a little
because
bit. I'm
they-
like, man,
because
I
they picked
agree.
Justin Fields, and we were like, "Where's Justin Fields going to? What's happening after Justin Fields?" I was like, "Seahawk." Oh, that'd have been so good, dude. They should write books about that.
So,
You know how generational that would have been, Matt?
I kind of want if
For
some reason I've
Kenneth
always-
Walker, JSN, and at the time DK Metcalf.
Oh, they wouldn't have traded him if he didn't.
Dude, they wouldn't have.
Oh
They wouldn't-
man.
With Justin Fields,
Oh.
imagine that threat.
okay, well you guys
Fell. Yeah, I see.
I'm the highest on Fields in the room.
are a lot higher. Okay, so
I have a type.
I don't like Fields. Oh my. Sorry, Steph Curry just hit something disgusting.
Fadeaway three
We'll
in the
see
corner,
it on-
pretty much double
We'll
team.
see it on Sports Center tomorrow. Number one.
So when the Browns were going to draft Abdul, when that was a rumor, I said I always wanted them to trade back up and get Shadur. I'm high on Shadur.
I don't know.
Not second overall.
I have nothing wrong with Shadur, but
So imagine if they could have Shadur and Hunter.
I think if
I
they
think
got,
it's somewhat realistic.
I think
I think
if
the
they draft
Browns-
Hunter, then they should trade up and
I
get
think the
Shadur.
Browns-
that's gonna be fun.
I think the Browns are desperate for QB. So if Shadur starts to fall to 8, 9,
I don't
think
see
that-
why not. You wouldn't make a call.
What do you trade? Golly.
Deshaun.
so they have
Kevin Knox.
33.
Yes.
Oh my god.
The Browns have 33 in the second round.
So you trade 33 and Denzel?
To get up to 9.
I would do it. I don't think, dude. Denzel Ward's in his 10th year or something crazy,
Because Denzel's been on the.
and he's on a big contract.
He was drafted in 17, so what, 8 years?
I don't know if I necessarily trade Denzel because I think Shadur is somewhat pro ready. So
Exactly.
If you can get Shadur in there,
Yeah, that's why you give a second in Denzel. For
no,
the
I'm
eighth pick.
saying I disagree with
You get the 8th and their second.
I'd more like a trade like another first.
Whoa.
I think Denzel's worth.
I think that's a
But
big
no, I mean-
risk.
Yeah.
If Shadur's not good, then that's
Okay,
a
but-
healthy first that you're
So-
getting rid of.
I like I like the Denzel in a second for that pick.
Yeah.
And maybe like a 5th.
So okay, do you think like Carolina?
Isn't
I like that.
Because I don't see the Saints. The Saints, it wouldn't make any sense.
You have to trade in front of the Saints. The Saints will take Shadur if he's there. They need a QB.
So it's Carolina,
Dude,
New York. I
what
don't
else
see.
all that stuff about Derek Carr?
Derek Carr might not play
faking
next
his
season.
injury.
No, he literally might not play next season.
Well, yeah, but like he was faking his shoulder
Yeah,
injury.
because he doesn't want to play.
That's
the
just
thing.
insane.
Denzel on the Jags.
Draymond.
That'd be at 5, but Denzel to the Jags.
Who?
Denzel. So say 33 and Denzel plus whatever.
Who's Denzel?
4
Oh, we're still okay.
for the Jags
I'm
pick.
just saying, like
At 5, I don't think the Jags do it.
Uh,
I don't think the Jags take a
33 is a
33
pretty
is a
valuable
good.
pick.
No, 33.
the
Especially-
only
okay.
problem with 33 is you only get 4 years instead of 5.
I agree. I
But-
mean, yeah, it's
but
probably-
Ward-
okay, if you're the Jags and you're going to take Ted at 5, which I don't know if they would. If you can
Take
trade down to
Burden at
33 and
33.
get Burden at 3rd and 3,
Take what?
Burden.
Hey,
I
that's
mean,
not bad.
or Golden could fall. Any other receivers. I don't know if Golden fits in with Brian Thomas, but
I don't
7, the Jets.
I think they take more or a tackle.
They
I don't
won't
think
take
the
it.
Jets straighten out of that.
I thought that was going
I
in.
don't see the Raiders trading out of it. Honestly, I know you said they have to get of the Saints, but I could see the Saints 20 to trade out of that and get more assets for the future.
Try and get Milrow or something.
Yeah,
God,
That's
I
what-
hope he
let's
doesn't go
start
to
thinking
freaking
Bills.
Saints.
The Saints.
but that's just not.
Like, let's
What's
be
an
honest.
old QB that's out there, guys?
They're gonna take that 26-year-old out of Louisville.
By the
That's
way-
not even declared.
And sign Ryan Tannehill to back him up.
Even when
for 18 million a year.
the rumor
Guaranteed. Fully guaranteed.
the rumor before Hunter was that they were going to take Abdul, which I was like, and I said the same thing.
So,
Get out there and trade for.
so with your thing, it's Hunter at 2.
yes,
You're
Hunter
saying that Abdul goes to
3. So that's where they.
isn't 3 the Giants?
Yes,
Do you
which
think the Giants take Abdul?
I think,
That-
I think Abdul goes.
What I've been seeing, if he doesn't go to 3, there's a team in Philly that's calling number 4.
Dude, I think they would draft. They would trade completely up for 4.
AJ Brown.
Huh?
I've been saying AJ Brown's a Patriot all offseason,
There's rumors of AJ Brown for 4.
and I was
No,
saying
yeah, I
I was
think
saying
that
it
too,
before the rumors.
I don't like that with Philly.
I don't like it from Philly either.
I love it for AJ Brown.
I mean, sure.
Go
but
be with your boy. You already got your ring.
Steph, AJ Brown, and
But I think Abdul goes to 3.
That-
Diggs.
Oh, gee, I forgot he's a Patriot.
That would have been nuclear 4 years ago.
4 years ago, the world they thought Tom Brady would unretire, but would go.
Come on
Bro,
back,
bro.
Tom.
But no, I
Take
think
them to a
Abdul
Super Bowl.
goes to 3. I don't know if it's to New York, but if you're
Dude, I hate Abdul.
Oh my
goes to
God.
the Giants. Just because I think that their D line's already the top.
Thibodeau,
5 in the
Thibodeau would
league.
get traded.
He's on one stuff.
And
He is,
Thibodeau's been good, but
dude. He's good. He just gets hurt a little bit.
yeah, that's. I think he goes 3. I think a team could trade out for him.
Sexy Dexy, Brian Burns, and Kayvon Thibodeau, and then they draft a dual Carter.
That's absurd. And Abdul,
That's too much.
okay. So Abdul can play off the ball. Like, I mean, he did.
Like,
Like inside linebacker.
yeah, no. Well,
So I'm saying
Like a Wagner. I'm at
yes,
like a Bobby Wagner. Okay.
what Michael was. But yeah, inside linebacker. I mean, little.
I
different than
okay,
Wagner.
but I'm not.
I'm not drafting
You
him
don't draft a 3rd pick.
Middle
in-
linebacker.
in middle linebacker. Interior.
No, I got you. I'm saying like
That is the most waste of a pick.
if the
ever.
Giant like
Anybody could dude. If you have someone who can tackle, you're fine. Tackle and read.
no, I agree. But I'm
read
saying like,
runs, and you are.
if you want to keep Thibodeau, you can put Abdul and let him cycle in and out. It's interesting. I think
it's a waste.
I think the pick gets traded.
I think the quietness leading up to the draft, it's going to be an explosive draft day.
Well, it's gonna have to be because there's too much that like teams want.
Yeah, no,
and that they can get.
Usually at this point, you kind of know what teams are after.
Well, no, this is the latest we've ever had without a first round pick being traded.
Yeah, that too. Like the Jags, they could go offense or defense. I wouldn't be surprised.
And it could be multiple positions on either side of the ball.
Yeah,
So hold on. I got one more question. Will Campbell's going at like 9 right now, right? Or 10?
if Abdul goes, I bet he goes to the Patriots.
Really? And you think he'd play tackle or guard?
You don't draft a guard that early.
You start.
You don't.
I'm not worried about the arms.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I agree with completely
What
what
about
you said.
Yeah,
Mason
I
Graham.
do.
People thought he was Mason Graham is rumored at 5 to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's also.
I think the Jags should draft a skill position.
So here's what happened with the
But-
draft. When there's guys that have been in like the media and people know they're gonna be high pick for a year or two, people start to get bored with them. Mason Graham, Will Campbell.
Yeah, put him back at 10.
People get bored with them.
Will
and they
Campbell was
start
the
trying to
projected
flog
first
him.
overall pick last year at the end of the year.
future draft bet in from last year's draft. Will Campbell number one.
Sorry
yeah,
to
he
hear
was
that.
probably the favorite too. Yeah.
Can't cash out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe the Patriots will trade.
Trade up to the first to get. That's some real draft day. The
Hey.
movie. Vontae Mack.
I'll talk to you after the pod now. I got an idea.
Vontae Mack at 1.
I got a heck of an idea
Do
now.
I bring out my TV and have draft day at the
I was
Dodgers
thinking we
game?
come over early, watch draft day, and then we
Dude,
watch the draft.
Order dinner.
Yep,
eat,
I think
watch
that's the
draft
move.
day.
I think
Have you ever seen draft day?
I mean, yeah.
No, I think that's the move now.
I've seen it in North.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Not draft day.
No, Darsha was.
What happened in draft day?
Eat your goddamn pancakes movie.
Yeah, they're in the Browns facility. I know what draft day is.
I mean,
Bells
I
that.
wasn't paying attention. Imagine that. But,
okay, so you haven't seen it.
Dude,
but
great
okay,
movie.
I also can't sit down. and watch
Also,
a movie.
best running back of all time. in that movie. Fact.
So, let's see.
Arian Foster.
Damn right, man.
Okay, so Jacksonville can go either side.
Best
of the ball.
undrafted. Best undrafted running back.
I think Patriots go
Keaton
offense. Jets, I can see them going both sides. Panthers?
What's the Jets pick?
Jets are at 7. I think the Raiders. If
Dude, the Jets need so much.
And so little at the
Yeah.
same time.
Like, they don't need a receiver.
I think they don't overthink it and they should draft.
Yeah, sure.
I hope not.
And if they're
One
high,
at 7 is criminal, though.
God dang.
and if they're high on Tet, take that.
That's fine.
Yeah. Don't need. I mean,
Replace
the Panthers
Garrett.
is
though.
where-
dude, and by the way their front office talks, they're ready to get rid of Braylon Allen and Brees Hall.
Get them all out of there.
Yeah,
We don't
they
need
want
a.
a single running back.
The
on that
Panthers
team.
is interesting.
They want Isaiah. What was his name? Rogers. It's not Isaiah Rogers.
Isaiah Davis,
Isaiah Davis.
Oh, Jesus.
taxi squad legend.
Yeah.
Jets gonna jet. Panthers need defense, but where they're picking, there's not. Unless Graham falls, and they don't really need Graham. 'cause they have
What
Derek
defense do they need, Dylan?
Brown. Panthers, edge, or everything.
Give them Ted.
They need everything.
And
except
watch
interior
Bryce
defensive
explode.
line.
Okay.
They don't need a O-line.
No, I'm saying defense.
They have a running back.
They have Derek Brown.
They have
that's it.
Chuba.
They have a quarterback.
They have a quarterback.
They do.
They have a tight end.
No, they're.
Tavion Sanders.
No, the other guy, Tommy Tremble.
I think their offense is actually.
They need a run freaking wide
They
receiver.
got Leggett,
Yeah, but they,
Adam Thielen, Jalen Coker, and hold on, I'm cooking.
They should have had
I'm
Jonathan
cooking right
Mingo.
now. What's
but
his name?
no.
Chark. DJ Chark. Is he still on the Panthers? No.
I think the Panthers' offense is fine.
Where's DJ Chark? Is he on? Them
Chargers.
Chargers?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, he did. So who's there? What's his name?
What do you think?
Oh, I know his name. I know his name.
What do you guys think the Bears do?
Running back.
Trade up to Genty.
I think he's a Raider.
I think he is too. That's why I said trade up to Genty. That's what they should do. No, they take
LaVisca
Hampton.
Chenault.
They'll take Hampton at 10.
That's a
No,
That's not even
it's
right.
not Chenault.
because also Mingo's there.
Niners. What did the Niners need? With one of the receivers. I mean, one of the.
Iowa
receivers-
State wide receiver.
Yeah, fourth round. Hey,
Nope.
he's-
Rock Purdy wants him. in the
Rock
first.
already wants both of them. All right, hold on. The Iowa State DB, he is a project, but he is. You've seen what you know what I'm talking about? The guy who has like insane like measurables, but
Porter.
just Porter.
Just wait till Sam Sameh gets in the draft.
That's my third cousin.
See who's on there?
He's a dog.
No, Porter.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
All right. Where'd the black come in, Dylan?
The third.
My second man.
Who is this guy?
No, it's not him.
Well, no dice.
Oh.
I'm learning some names here.
Okay, I'll just pull up those.
Shamar Bartholomew. Dylan, what position does Shamar Bartholomew play?
Is he in this draft?
No,
he's on.
the
He's on the Panthers.
Inside linebacker.
Corner. Raheem Blackshear is on their team. Oh my God. Okay, they hold on. Hold on. They got Rico Dowdle now too,
Oh God.
Yeah, they have Rico and
and Chuba.
yeah, and the other guy's done.
Who is this guy? He should not be playing wide receiver.
Okay, well, keep going. We're gonna find.
Keep
this
talking,
guy.
Dylan.
Yep.
Well, I was just gonna go through mock drafts and this is the most recent mock draft from NFL.com. 1 and 2 we know. New York at 3, no trade, Abdul. And this one has Genty to 4 to New England. What do you guys think about that?
Cincy to New England.
No.
That would make things interesting with the Bears and Raiders, but I don't necessarily. I think you have bigger needs than like running back.
Agreed.
No.
Dog.
No. Even more. Gosh dang it. That's who it is. That's their fourth.
Jack Plummer.
What the fuck?
What?
Hold on. Okay. So
LeBrian Ray.
I think Mason Graham is a jack.
Shador to the Raiders.
So this is if Genty's
That seemed a little high for me. Hey, but you need a quarterback. You need a quarterback.
Look at this. Oh,
they got
damn.
extended.
Look at this young man. He's going to be a dog.
Not Jacody Windman.
No, this young
You're talking about Tershawn Wharton.
Yeah.
So this mock draft has Shador at 6 to the Raiders and Jackson Dart at 9 to the Saints. Any opinions? on
Jackson Dart at 9?
Hold on. I think Jackson Dart could get drafted in their second round pick, and they would not. They'd still be drafting him.
that? This has Will.
Yeah,
Campbell.
41.
This has Will Campbell falling to 10, which is absurd.
So you're telling me Jackson Dart's getting drafted before Will Campbell?
Because this had the other offensive tackle from.
Wait, who's 9? Saints?
Yeah.
They need to replace Ramchick.
They replace everybody.
Let's draft a tackle.
Will Johnson, the best corner in the draft at 11 to San Fran.
Feature.
I don't think Will Johnson's the best corner in the draft.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. Or Mello Dotson.
This has Matthew Dolan at 12 to Dallas.
Texas.
Tyler Warren. Okay, this culture draft in tight end, right?
Oh yeah.
Warren or Loveland.
I mean, it's either that or VCU.
Cole
legend
Schwitter.
Moke, Ali Cox.
Colts Twitter said if they don't get a tight end, they're going to bomb the place. So
Hey, goodbye Lucas Oil.
suck it, Pat McAfee.
Have your Dolphins trade up for John A. Barron,
Maybe he'd help.
I don't even know who that is.
Who?
corner from Texas. He's rising quick.
I know college players, but I don't know. Like once you get to like mid round and I haven't looked at them, I don't know who you are.
15. Okay, best inside linebacker in the draft, Jahad Campbell. He's a dog.
I know the name.
And this has the. Oh, this sucks for you, Liam.
Oh, unfortunately.
No, Zabel's supposed to go high. He's supposed to go like 16 or something.
This has Banks at 16.
Oh.
Ted at 18 to the
I'm
Seahawks.
talking about Dylan. We're yeah. Banks is high. We're getting either Booker or Zabel.
Let me see where you guys are.
Who are we getting?
This has you taking Simmons from Ohio State, who I think is the best tackle in the draft. He was hurt, but I don't know. Simmons is the best tackle in the draft, in my opinion. Besides Campbell.
Tackle.
Yes. Besides Campbell.
I mean, hey, if you're saying he's the best tackle,
I think Josh Simmons is a lot better than Banks.
I'll take him. It literally, if we draft.
By the way, in this mock, Zabel wasn't gone yet either. So this has you taking Simmons instead of Zabel.
I mean, if you're saying that Simmons is that good, then sure.
This has the Chiefs trading up with the Ravens to take a tackle from Minnesota. And
Say his name real quick.
Ariante Ursere.
What's his first letter?
A.
It's Ariante Ursere, I swear to God.
Okay. Keep going. Tyler Booker at 28 to the line.
Who do we get?
Starks. Eamon Warriors one pick before.
Vikings get in Warrior at 30. Rams get Burden at 32.
So they
Adams,
traded.
Puka, and Burden. That's
I
lethal.
forgot they had Adams.
That is
That is
lethal.
I'll pass.
No, but like that's they need more.
Give me Demarcus Robinson.
Okay.
I like that.
Milrow at
So
32.
if
to
the
the Browns.
I don't think
33.
your idea will go. Good.
33.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I like the
That's
Denzel
idea.
Ward trade.
But
Yeah, that's a good idea of a trade. We kind of cooked there.
I think Milrow.
God, dang it, Zay. Gosh, where's Booker?
He went to the Lions.
Oh yeah. And Zabel's at 30.
Did Zeitler sign anywhere?
Who?
Kevin Zeitler.
I think so.
The
But
tackle?
That's
The guard.
Guard, sorry.
kind of to be expected.
I need him back on the Ravens.
Where are you guys picking the second man?
We have 2 picks in the second, I think.
He's on the Titans.
Oh yeah, he is.
That just ruined my night.
Is that Eagles?
That sucks.
What?
Hey, I love this.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I have another question.
I like him too, actually.
Who is
Are we sure about this 52 pick? Is Quinn Ewers to Seattle?
a little early?
That's crazy.
I have a few questions about guys. Where do you
No.
think they're gonna go? Lasting free agents?
Dude, no. This guy, I want the Texans to get so bad.
Hey, that right there is a
Hey.
fucking dog.
Hey. Oh no, he's insane. The Ole Miss guy, Trey Harris.
is a great
Dude,
second
he is a
choice.
heck of a pick. He's gonna be good. I was gonna
I'm
I'll
not.
let
I'm
you
not
guys
doing that
into
to
a
you. I'm
little
not doing that
secret.
to you.
draft him in my third round of
You can have him.
fantasy.
Blue.
Trey Harris.
Oh.
All yours.
Depending on where he went. If he went to somewhere that that needs help at receiver, I swear to God, I was.
This
drafting
has
him.
James Pierce Jr. falling to 60.
To who?
Okay, that's it. Dude, this is a bad mock draft.
Detroit.
Shocker.
This sounds like a Lions fan drafting this. Actually,
All right.
They get James Pierce and Booker.
Where do you guys think the Shamar Stewart goes? At what range?
Who?
Shamar Stewart, the guy who set all the records in the combine for athleticism, but he had no sacks. Texas A&M.
Oh, I thought that was Oh no, I know who you're talking about. You not know Matt? He had like a 12-foot long jump. He's the guy who was like Nick Ewasmar or whatever. He had like the same like measurables.
Sound like a dog.
Uh,
But
oh no, I know who you're talking
gee,
about.
there's some free agents out there, guys.
I don't know. Who? Tannehill?
Nick Chubb, J.K. Dobbins, Amari Cooper,
No, that's usually that's how it goes. The old fucks will get signed.
Deontay Johnson,
The old fucks will get signed a month.
I mean, Matt, this list has Tyron Smith.
Shaq Mason. There's your guard.
We're cooking here.
Whoa.
Von Miller.
Hey, I like him too.
He has a horns.
Yeah, I seen the horns band tattoo.
Where's Justin Simmons going?
The D tackle? Oh wait, you're talking about the
Jeffrey.
Yeah, I
Justin
got
Simmons
you.
is a Broncos safety.
Yeah, no, I know. Was Bronco safety. He was a Falcon safety last year.
Eagle.
Hey,
Hey, dude, I like it.
Are we good?
uh,
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
no, we can wrap.
That's not good. If they get him,
Yeah, we can wrap.
Who?
Uh,
What was it?
this mock had you guys get Porter in the third round.
at 95.
So Iowa
The
State-
stud corner out of Iowa State, who's
We
not
drafted
great.
one last year and he didn't play.
Yeah, but he's like the best athlete.
Scatterboot to New York.
Scadoo's going to be overdrafted.
I don't
This-
think he will.
This
He'll
is
be
not
third.
overdrafted.
He'll be third or fourth round.
All right, that'll do it for this episode.
Yeah, we'll have another episode after the draft.
We might do something during the draft. We'll see.
Live stream. No,
We
I'm just
could.
joking.
I could set that up.
Yeah, that would be kind of annoying though.
Would it?
To watch what I say on a
No, you
live
don't.
stream.
You don't watch what you say here.
I do
Just
watch what I
talk.
say.
Yeah, and then after the draft, we'll get into some position rankings.
After the playoffs, maybe, because we'll just transition to.
Yeah.
It'll
Hold
come.
on, should we talk about some MLB?
Nah, it's too early in the season. I don't really want to talk about the MLB after my team just lost by 20. We'll be back. It won't be as long of a wait. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, all that.
Because Bo Nix is
And yeah, thank you guys for listening.
brother.